6 jihadis in Bangladesh recently stormed a cafe and took dozens of hostages. They then began quizzing the hostages on their knowledge of Islam. Those who could recite at least a verse or two of the Quran were given their evening Ramadan meals. Those who couldn't recite any Quran verses were tortured, mutilated, and killed. Most of the 22 victims were visiting from other countries. The dead include 9 Italians, 7 Japanese, 4 Bangladeshis, counting the 2 police officers who were killed, 1 Indian, and 1 U.S. citizen. The massacre was part of a series of terrorist attacks carried out during Islam's holiest and deadliest month. If you're like me, you're probably thrilled that Ramadan 2016 is coming to an end so that we can get back to the still massively depressing but nevertheless better than Ramadan levels of Islamic bloodshed and terror. As with most Islamic terrorist attacks, the massacre in Bangladesh is baffling and incomprehensible to Western leaders. In their desperate attempts to explain jihad without going to the Muslim sources, Western politicians and reporters have repeatedly insisted that terrorism is caused by poverty and lack of education. Surprise, surprise, the 6 jihadis who stormed the cafe were wealthy and well-educated. According to CBC News, Bangladeshi Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan declared, "They are all Bangladeshis. They are from rich families. They have a good educational background." BBC News reports, "The men were said to belong to well-to-do local families and studied in private schools and universities, not in Islamic seminaries or madrasas, where many Islamist militant groups are thought to draw recruits." So if these men didn't turn to jihad because of poverty or lack of education, what's left? Climate change? As always, let me point out the obvious. Why do rich, educated Muslims turn to jihad? They turn to jihad because their prophet said that jihad is the greatest thing in the world. Sahih al-Bukhari, 2785. A man came to Allah's messenger and said, "Guide me to such a deed as equals jihad in reward." He replied, "I do not find such a deed." Sahih al-Bukhari, 2787. Muhammad said, "Allah guarantees that he will admit the mujahid, the jihadi, in his cause into paradise if he is killed, otherwise he will return him to his home safely with rewards and war booty." Sahih al-Bukhari 2795. The Prophet said, "Nobody who dies and finds good from Allah in the hereafter would wish to come back to this world, even if he were given the whole world and whatever is in it, except the martyr, who, on seeing the superiority of martyrdom, would like to come back to the world and get killed again in Allah's cause." Sahih al-Bukhari 2796. The Prophet said, "A single endeavor of fighting in Allah's cause in the afternoon or in the forenoon is better than all the world and whatever is in it." Sahih al-Bukhari 2797. The Prophet said, "I would love to be martyred in Allah's cause and then come back to life and then get martyred and then come back to life again and then get martyred and then come back to life again and then get martyred." What could have convinced 6 wealthy, well-educated young Muslims that even though they have every opportunity in life, there's something better and more important than money or education, namely fighting unbelievers and dying for Allah? Allah offers a trade. You die while killing others for Him, and He'll give you paradise. The Quran couldn't be clearer on this. Surah 9, verse 111. "Verily, Allah has purchased of the believers their lives and their properties for the price that theirs shall be the paradise. They fight in Allah's cause, so they kill others and are killed." Believers kill others and are killed. Does Allah's description of a true believer sound more like your nice Muslim friends or like the jihadis who just killed and got killed in Bangladesh? A 4-year-old could understand this. And that's why a 4-year-old would probably be a better leader and a better reporter than the sniveling cowards we've got now.